Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking FaceTheory skincare. It's been exactly 2 years since I first uploaded a review onto the channel of this brand, and so much has changed since then. If I look back to that review, I was like the ultimate fangirl for FaceTheory. I loved all their products, their price point, the ethics of the brand itself. They just hit all the right marks for me. Like I say, quite a few things have changed, and recently I found myself reaching for the brand less and less, something that a lot of you guys have noticed. In this video, I want to update my thoughts, feelings and opinions when it comes to the brand and share with you why maybe I'm using it less in terms of my own skincare routine. I want you to sit back, relax as we talk all things FaceTheory skincare. Now, before we get into this video, it's always worth reiterating that these are just my thoughts, feelings and opinions when it comes to FaceTheory, and you guys might totally disagree. It's absolutely fine, and it's worth remembering that different brands, different products and ingredients will work differently on different skin types. I would love to know what your experience with FaceTheory has been, so make sure you sound off in the comments section below and let me know. Hopefully, while you're down there, you'll also give this video a big thumbs up and a like. I matched the shirt that I'm wearing today to the colours of FaceTheory, and if that level of professionalism isn't worthy of a like, I don't know what is. Now, with all that being said, shall we cut the waffle and just delve straight on in? Now, if I look back to that review 2 years ago, which I will leave a link to up there if you do want to check it out, I was in full-on fangirl mode when it came to FaceTheory. I was just really impressed with their formulations. They were so affordable when you thought about the quality of the products that they were delivering, and I really liked the fact they were vegan, cruelty-free. They just kind of offered it all. The packaging was to die for, and that's one of the first things that drew me in, and honestly, I was really pleased to recommend it to you guys because I was getting great results from the FaceTheory skincare products. Now, if I look like 2 years later, I still do have core FaceTheory products that are my holy grails, and if you want to know what those are, I've covered them later on in the video. There's some timestamps in the description box below, so if you want to jump to that section, be my guest, it's all there timestamped for you. For me, there were a couple of reasons why I no longer reach for as many FaceTheory products as I used to, and that's what I want to come on to in this section of the video. I think first and foremost, they're just not as affordable as they used to be. Now, I know there's a lot of inflationary pressures in the world right now, and quite a few skincare brands are putting their prices up. I'm looking at Neod, The Ordinary, I know Paula's Choice, some of the cult beauty brands, they've all gone up in price just a little bit in the last couple of months. However, FaceTheory have climbed significantly in terms of that price point. One of my favourite products from them was their Lumizalia A15 azelaic acid, game-changing serum that I loved. When I first purchased it 2 years ago, it was £12.99. It's now £24.99. That's over double the price that I used to be paying, and for me, I just feel that that takes it from being a relatively accessible, well-priced formulation to one that I think is just a little bit on the high price point side when there's some other good drugstore dupes available. The same goes for their entire collection. It's not just that one product, and while some products have gone up in higher than others, overall there's been a roughly doubling of that price point, which is something that I definitely noticed is putting me off reaching for the brand as much as maybe I used to. The second core reason is I don't find that their products actually last as long as some of the other brands. On all skincare products, if you turn them over, there'll be a little jar with a number in it. That tells you how long the product is good for once it's been opened. Because FaceTheory don't use a whole lot of preservatives in their formulations, this is something that some people do really love. You know, there's a whole suite of people out there that are looking to minimize the amount of preservatives in their products, and if so, FaceTheory will work really well for you. However, for me, someone who doesn't mind a little preservative action in their skincare routine, I just find that their products don't last that well, and also they tend not to last as long as the bottles claim. Take, for example, this is the sunscreen from FaceTheory, their Sun Fragma. I really enjoyed this product. It's quite like a balm-like texture, which is super hydrating, works really well if you have particularly dry skin. So this says it's good for 12 months once you open it. I, particularly on sunscreens, do usually write the date that I open the product on the back, just so I can keep that in the forefront of my mind and know when maybe it's been open a little bit too long and I need to renew it. This was open for just 4 months before I started to notice it had separated. It actually leaked out of the bottom of it and started to create like an oily film around it. This to me is something that I would never tolerate with a sunscreen. I want to know that I'm getting maximum protection from the product, and I just don't want to risk it. Again, I think because of that lack of preservatives in some of their products, they don't last as long as others, and also they don't seem to last as long as FaceTheory would claim. So do bear that in mind if you're buying from the brand. I think you need to use them up in a short period of time to get maximum benefit from them before they start start to go off or spoil a little bit. I think another reason I don't reach for the brand as much as maybe I used to is they suffer with what I call the Paula's Choice problem. Now, I coined this phrase because Paula's Choice now have over 40 different cleansers for you to choose from. And I say, whilst I'm a huge advocate for consumer choice, I think sometimes we can have too much choice when it comes to brands. And I think FaceTheory is starting to slip into that territory. They've launched so many new products in the past 2 years. And while some of them have been absolutely fantastic, some of them seem just like a little bit lazy and maybe just a way of increasing the total amount of sales and the basket spend of us, the consumer. I don't think they need all the products they actually have. And there's too much choice. You go on that website and it's actually become quite difficult to navigate, which is something just from my own personal experience I tend to find turns me off reaching for brands. I like it to be super simple, streamlined. You go on there, you know exactly what you're getting, and a core collection of really high performance products is what I look for, rather than a plethora, a multitude of different products that maybe aren't all that great and you have to pick through to find the holy grails from the fails. I think we're definitely in that territory with FaceTheory, which is another reason I think I just don't reach for some of their newer launches the way that I absolutely love some of their older OG products. The final reason I'm not as big a fan of FaceTheory as I used to be is I've also just discovered some other brands. I think, sound off in the comment section below if you're just like me. When you first discover a brand, you go mad for it. You buy the lot, you try it all, you love it, and then over time you start really thinking about which are the products that work really well for you and which are the ones that don't. You might discover new brands that maybe just perform that little bit better, and for me this has definitely been the case. Whilst I stand by everything I said in that original FaceTheory review video, I was genuinely so impressed with the products. I've then tried other brands such as Stratia that I just think, again, have that multi-active combination in their formulations, but just deliver a little bit more for your money. Over time, I've really honed in on what I think are the holy grail products from FaceTheory and the ones that maybe I've just found better alternatives for. And in this section of the video, I want to come on to those holy grails themselves. I'm all about the positivity. And whilst I might not be reaching for, FaceTheory the same way that I did 2 years ago, there's certainly those standout products that I would continue to recommend to everyone. And I'm going to run through them now. First and foremost is this. This is the Super Gel Moisturiser. I love this. This is my go-to summer moisturiser. Oil-free, super lightweight, perfect if, like me, you're super oily and acne prone and you want something that's meaningfully hydrating but doesn't leave you feeling like you're wearing a mask. This, absolutely amazing, and I've already got a couple ready for the summer months because the second that temperature rises, I reach for this as a way of hydrating the skin without breaking me out, clogging the pores or weighing the skin down. Such a great product. I'm also absolutely in love with this. This is the FaceTheory Resvera F Antioxidant Serum. I know so many of you guys out there reach for this and absolutely love it, and I think it's a fantastic formulation. This is resveratrol based, which is one of my favourite antioxidants. It's got some other hydrators in there. Because it's in a really rich and nourishing oil base, it's the perfect antioxidant for anyone that's got dryness prone skin. Even though I've got super oily acne prone skin, this doesn't break me out, and it's just a really nice way of getting one of my favourite antioxidants into my skincare routine and a little hydration to boot. It's still one of the more affordable products from the FaceTheory brand, and one that I would definitely recommend. Another firm favourite is this. This is the Relaxing Night Cream. Love this. You've got retinol, you've got encapsulated melatonin, you've got vitamin E, you've got peptides. It's kind of like a one-stop shop for those lazy nights where you literally just want to cleanse and then throw in a really good moisturiser and kind of know you're getting it all in one skincare routine. This kind of delivers it. I'd say this is probably one of the most expensive products on the FaceTheory website, so I will call that out. But I think for all that you're getting in here, actually that price point is really fair. They do one that's scented with lavender and one that's fragrance free, so it really comes down to personal preference. I always buy the one with the lavender because it sends you into this most blissful sleep, and I reach for this on those days, like I say, when I want everything streamlined. I kind of want all my actives in one product that I can put on, go to bed like that, and know that I'll wake up with a nice hydrated good skin day. This definitely a holy grail. And then there's a bit of like a curveball, a bit left field. I am going to recommend this. I think you can only get this in the UK. I'm not sure it's accessible worldwide, but I will check that out and leave a comment in the description box below. This is the Summer Body Glow Shimmering Bronzing Cream. For those times, maybe you're on the beach, maybe you've got showing a little skin in the summer and you want that fake tan in a flash. This is so good. It's got some SPF in here. That's SPF 15, so I probably would put this on top of your favourite sunscreen. I don't think SPF 15 is is enough. Certainly I would go for something a little bit higher. But this actually has a really nice natural shimmer and glow to it. It doesn't transfer off onto all your clothes like some other fake tans do, and it washes off in the shower on the evening. So it's not like that permanent Oompa Loompa fake tan that I think we've all fallen for at some point. This is just a really nice fix. You get literally a bucket load of product. It smells divine, glides onto the skin. Either use it as an all-over body moisturizer because it's super hydrating, or you can just put it on certain areas like the high points, like the shoulders, on the décolletage, if that's the areas that you're showing in summer. This is just a great way of getting that little shimmer. And I'd say of all of those like 24-hour tan options that you get, this is by far and away the most natural that I found, and it's more shimmer than it is tan. It just looks really nice, evens everything out, and gives you a little summer confidence. Finally, of course, I'm going to talk about the Lumisalia A15 serum. Back in my original review at the time, I think it was called the Azoclear serum. No reformulation, just rebranded and changed the name of it. This is one of my favourite azelaic acids. Whilst it's doubled in price in that 2-year period, I still reach for it because honestly, I think it's worth it. So in here, you've got green tea, you've got some calming and soothing botanicals, you've got some colloidal oatmeal, which is going to minimise any inflammation, and you've got a 15% concentration of azelaic acid. Azelaic acid is one of my favourite ingredients in skincare. I captured like all the reasons why in a recent video, which I'll link up there. But it calms, it soothes, it prevents irritation and inflammation in the skin. And this is so well formulated because it combines other ingredients that are going to act the same way as the azelaic acid to reduce irritation. So it's like a double whammy. It's a perfect concentration. You don't need a prescription for it. It's just all around like a total skincare hero for me, at least. Definitely want to try it out if you're already on your azelaic acid journey, but you want to dial it up a notch. This is the one that I'd reach for. In the States, they do a 10% version because that is, according to the regulations over in the States, that is the maximum you can sell over the counter. But here in the UK, you can get the 15%. Either of them is absolutely fantastic and one that I would definitely recommend. So there you have it, guys, a rundown of my 2-year review of using FaceTheory products. I've tried just about everything from this skincare line, and hopefully I've been able to demonstrate that whilst I don't use FaceTheory day in, day out the way that maybe I used to at the time of that first review, still they have some holy grail products that would fit beautifully well in just about everyone's skincare routine. I'll continue to use the brand, and I will keep an eye out for any of their newer launches, because whilst I've been less than impressed with some of their previous launches, I'm always there with an open mind to anything new in the skincare world. I think the best products are that like OG original formulations that still deliver time and time again. Hopefully in this video I've just shared with you some of the pitfalls of the brand, but also some of the fantastic things they have to offer. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.